Well, hey guys, and welcome back to my videos. My name is Jessica Leichtweisz, and I am studying for my BCBA exam after 13 years of practicing ABA. So as I'm studying, I'm making videos to help you study along with me. So today we're going to talk a little bit about a contingency contract. So stay tuned and let's get it covered. Well, hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to talk a little bit about a contingency contract, and I'm going to go through all the details you need to know. So not only can you use a contingency contract with your kids, but you'll pass your BCBA exam. So what is a contingency contract? A contingency contract is a written agreement between two people that specifies a behavior that one person will engage in and then a reward that a second person agrees to give them as a result. Now, this must be written down. The reason being is because in order for something to be a contingency contract and not just an agreement, is that it has certain parts to it. And it is very unlikely, in fact, pretty much impossible, that you would have all of those things and it would be clear and understood for everyone involved if it was not a written agreement. So a contingency contract is always a written agreement. So when would you use a contingency contract? You would use a contingency contract if you're trying to get a learner to self-monitor and engage in a skill that they already know how to do. So for example, making a child's bed in the morning. You might, as a parent, come up with a contingency contract that says, if your child makes their bed 5 days out of the week this week, you're going to give them ice cream on Friday afternoon. That could be a good contingency contract, but you wouldn't use it to teach a child how to make a bed. You would assume that they already know how to make the bed, and what you're doing is getting them, increasing their response to a behavior they already know how to do, right? You're encouraging them to make their bed on their own. So what type of intervention that is a contingency contract? It's kind of complicated. It uses a lot of different ABA procedures. It's considered an entire complex intervention package. It uses shaping, it uses social positive reinforcement, it uses rule-governed behavior, prompting. So there's a lot of things involved within a contingency contract. So it is considered to be a full ABA intervention. So where can you use a contingency contract? Well, you can use a contingency contract at school. You know, this could be something you do with a group. So teacher can say to their entire class, hey, you know what, we're going to come up with a written agreement that says we're going to get a pizza party or extra recess on Friday afternoon if everyone does their homework for the week. It also could be something a teacher has with just one student. So you can be group behavior, it can be individual behavior. You can use it in any setting. An ABA therapist can use it with a child they're working with, a parent can use it with a child. As long as it is a formal written agreement, you can use it pretty much in any way. So what are the parts of a contingency contract and how does this differ than just an agreement, right? Because we know that as parents, teachers, we're making agreements with students all the time. And it seems very simple. It seems very straightforward. So why is a contingency contract different than just saying, hey, if you make your bed 5 days a week, we'll go for ice cream or we'll have a pizza party, or you can, if you vacuum the floor this week, I'll take you to see a movie. So why is a contingency contract different? Well, a contingency contract, like I said, it's written down and it has three parts to it, always three written parts to it. So the first thing is going to be the task. That's the first part of the contingency contract. That is what the learner is expected to do. It must be very clear. It must be written and very specific. So, if you make your bed 5 days per week before school without being asked, that is very, very clear, right? Not just, hey, if you do a good job making your bed this week, then we can go see a movie. It is very clear. You must make your bed before school without being asked 5 days, Monday through Friday, then you're going to get your reward. So when it's written down, it's specific. That is the task. That's the first part of the contingency contract. The second thing is the reward, which is what the person providing the reinforcement is expected to do. Now, this also must be clear. It also can't be vague. It can't be like, well, if you do this, then maybe if you're good, we'll go to Disney World, right? That's not what a contingency contract is. The reward also must be specific. You must say what the reward is. You must say when they're going to get the reward, because, right, it may not always be delivered immediately upon engaging in the behavior. In the example that I provided, if the child is making his bed 5 days per week, then after the 5th time, he's not going to get to skip school and go to the movies, right? It's okay, Friday afternoon or Saturday or maybe Sunday after church, we're going to go to your favorite restaurant. So the reward part, again, it's going to be written. You're going to say who's going to give them a reward. Maybe another person's going to give them the reward, but it needs to be clear to the learner who's giving them the reward, what the reward's going to be, when they're going to get it, how they're going to get it. It's going to be very, very clear. So the third part about a contingency contract is it must have a task completion or a record, a way for a person to track their results, because this is not something that's vague. This is a very specific, clear intervention. So in the example that I gave, it's going to be, you're going to make your bed 5 days per week. It's not good enough that you get to Friday and it's like, did you make your bed 5 days this week? I think so, maybe, yeah. Oh yeah, I did it 5 days per week. I don't know, I think on Wednesday you didn't, or maybe I had to tell you on Tuesday. No, you want to make it very, very clear. So there has to be a record of when a behavior is engaged in. You must write down when the learner engages in the behavior. So in this case, it could be really simple. You could have a printed up calendar and they get a sticker, and every time they make their bed, they put the sticker on. Why is that important? Number one, it's reinforcing, and it provides some form of reinforcement, right? Just the act of actually keeping a record provides reinforcement. It also provides a way for the learner to self-monitor the behavior, especially if the behavior spans over a period of time, like in the example I gave over the week. And it also helps them to understand that the reinforcement may not be immediate, but they're seeing the track that they're getting that reinforcement. So I really hope this video has helped you. Like I said, this is very similar to just an agreement that parents would make, but it is more formal. It must be written. It must have 3 parts. All 3 parts must be clear. And again, if you want to use a contingency contract, make sure that the learner already knows how to engage in this skill. So I hope this video helps you. I'm going to be making more videos just like this one as I continue studying. So subscribe to the channel and don't miss the next topic. It'll be posted by tomorrow morning.